Hello Internet, and welcome back to my series of film reviews. Last time we covered The Suicide Squad, and now, after many a live-action remake of an animated classic from Disney, it's DreamWorks' turn to take one of their beloved animated classics and bring it to life, How to Train Your Dragon. And for this, I have a very special guest joining me.
Hey there, superstars! It's Tye Drago 23 here, returning to McInerney76 film review series after having a whole ton of fun with the live-action Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
That's right, folks. Laurel makes her triumphant return to the McInerney76 film review series.
Well, I decided to join in on this review for two reasons. One, my OC is half dragon, half cat. And two, I absolutely adore How to Train Your Dragon. It's one of my absolute favorites. I mean, who cannot resist the lovable Toothless?
Not only did I grow up with Disney classics, but also DreamWorks, from The Prince of Egypt, to The Road to El Dorado, to Shrek, to Madagascar, to Kung Fu Panda, and the greatest of them all, How to Train Your Dragon.
Oddly enough, I've heard of How to Train Your Dragon, but I've never sat down and watched the movies till when I heard that there was going to be a live action. So I can't really say I grew up with these movies. I can say I've heard of them, and I've heard of Toothless, but never actually have seen the movie till spring of this year. I'm sure you all know the story by now. Our hero, Hiccup, captures a Night Fury, a dragon so rare that nobody on the island of Berk knows how to fight it. As Hiccup tries to finish him off, he realizes that dragons aren't what his people think they are, and so we get some breathtaking fight scenes involving Hiccup and Toothless.
Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile.
Oh, come on! Are you serious? Are you just saying that because I'm half dragon, half cat? Just so you know, I am half dragon, which means I am particularly half reptilian, so you better want to watch that tongue of yours or else someone's gonna get whacked to the face pretty soon.
Da-da-da, I'm dead.
Clearly, someone has seen the original 2010 film at least 100 times, and who could blame him, really? I wish I could say that, but unfortunately I can't. But I have heard of the books in which the 2010 film is based upon on.
And now, DreamWorks is pulling at Disney and bringing the Isle of Berk to life, as well as Hiccup, Toothless, Astrid, and all your favorite characters.
When I heard that they were announcing a live-action How to Train Your Dragon movie, I decided I wanted to sit down and watch the original 2010 film. And boy, did I loved it, especially with Toothless acting somewhat like of a dog, which was kind of cute and also funny at the same time.
And the director of the original animated film directed the live action as well, meaning that the production team is all too familiar with the heroic tale of Hiccup and Toothless. Joining the cast is Mason Thames as Hiccup, a role originally played by Jay Baruchel.
I'm just gonna say this right now, Mason is the perfect choice to play Hiccup in the live action How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, heck, he even said that he got a chance to play his childhood hero in an interview before the live action came into theaters. And that's pretty exciting if you ask me. And I'm gonna say this right now, him and Toothless are so adorable together! I can't! And they brought back the original voice of Stalag the Vast, General Butler.
I mean, come on! Gerard Butler is perfect for the role in both live action and animation. Don't you just love it when an actor who voices an animated character returns to play the character in live action?
Oh yeah, I sure do!
Nico Parker plays Astrid, and we have Nick Frost, aka the new Rubius Hagrid, as Gobber the Belch, blacksmith of Berk. And your favorite dragon trainers, Fishlegs, Snotlout, Roughnut, and Toughnut. And from what I've seen from the trailers, looks like a lot of the dialogue was taken straight from the 2010 film. And it really looks like the Isle of Berk came to life.
You know, I've noticed that too with the dialogue, especially when Stalag says, "They killed hundreds of us!" And Hiccup said, "And we killed thousands of them!"
They killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them!
They've killed hundreds of us!
And we've killed thousands of them!
And it's already confirmed that How to Train Your Dragon 2 is getting the live-action treatment in 2027, along with Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and the Legend of Zelda movie. I bet you anything the Hidden World is going to get the same treatment sooner or later, because I want to see Hiccup's babies!
It would make sense, given that the animated adventures of Hiccup and Toothless came to an end, but the live-action adventures of Hiccup and Toothless are just getting started.
I wonder who they're going to cast as Hiccup's mother in the sequel. I hope it's someone good.
In the animated version of How to Train Your Dragon 2, it was Cate Blanchett. If they bring her back, that would be amazing. But we'll just have to wait and see. Same with Drago Bloodfist.
The casting for the remake was on point, and I'm looking forward to seeing more.
DreamWorks should start making more live-action films after this, like The Prince of Egypt and The Road to El Dorado. I don't know about Shrek or Madagascar or Kung Fu Panda.
Definitely not Kung Fu Panda. And I don't know about Shrek because we're getting a 5th Shrek movie next year. And I think, in my personal opinion, they should have just stopped with 4. I don't know why we're getting a 5th one, but, you know, people want money, so I can't really complain much. Madagascar would be fun though, but The Prince of Egypt and The Road to El Dorado? Definitely. Get on with it, DreamWorks!
Yes, get on with it indeed! But anyway, here's me and Laurel's full thoughts on the first live-action remake to come out of DreamWorks, after Disney pumped out so many over the past decade. So now, Disney puts its card face down and ends its turn. Your move, DreamWorks!
Hey, was that a Yu-Gi-Oh reference in a How to Train Your Dragon review?
Well, yes, sis. Yes, it was. And I bet Seto Kaiba is going nuts over all the dragons in this movie. But none of them are Blue Eyes White Dragons, unfortunately. Well, technically, the Light Fury in How to Train Your Dragon The Hidden World has blue eyes and is a white dragon.
Well, hate to burst your bubble there, Joey Wheeler. The black dragon that's in this movie doesn't have red eyes. And also, he's not considered a green-eyed black dragon. He's a Night Fury.
Brooklyn Rage!
Okay, settle down. Are we gonna get our full thoughts in or not? Because the longer you keep making Yu-Gi-Oh jokes, the greater the likelihood of this video is gonna be dragging on forever than it needs to be.
Did you just say dragon on?
God damn it, Barb!
You heard nothing, I swear!
But anyways, here are our thoughts on the live-action How to Train Your Dragon.
I managed to catch an early access screening 2 days before this movie's initial release, and it was in 3D no less.
Meanwhile, I had stuff going on and I had to catch up on a later screening, so do apologize for that wait, by the way.
I'm just gonna say right now that this blows all Disney remakes out of the water.
Really now? What about Snow White, Beauty and the Beast, Lilo and Stitch?
I mean, yes, we had a fun time with Disney's remakes, but How to Train Your Dragon stayed mostly true to the original source material, with a lot of the dialogue taken straight from the original movie. Well, except for the part where Hiccup goes, "Excuse me, barmaid, I'm afraid you bought me the wrong offspring. I ordered an extra large boy with beefy arms, extra guts and glory on the side. This is a talking fishbone."
And perfect timing too, since Universal Epic Universe just recently opened in Orlando, Florida. And one of the attractions is the Isle of Burke. And Mason, fun fact, actually went to it.
Mason Thames was the perfect choice to play a live-action version of Hiccup. I couldn't have pictured anyone better. It would have been nice to see a cameo from Jay Baruchel, the original voice of Hiccup. But oh well, at least they brought Gerard Butler back.
Okay people, serious time. Let's talk about the flying sequence. Took my breath away. I mean, I know it took my breath away when watching the animation, but this, woohoo! Just took my breath away 10 times more.
It's hard to say whether the animated 2010 original or the live-action remake is superior. They're both on par with each other. And it's what a live-action adaptation of an animated movie should be. They put actual effort into bringing a beloved animated world to the big screen without changing too much of the story.
I don't mind most of the changes to the Disney remakes, but How to Train Your Dragon? Yeah, they deserve a pat on the dragon's back with that one. Let's see what I did there.
The rest of the cast did a solid job too, with Nico Parker making a really good Astrid. Although the runtime for this movie is noticeably longer than the original.
Well, what do you expect? They probably wanted to expand on a few things, but I say this movie exceeds all my expectations. Definitely!
It exceeded my expectations too. I'm giving the live-action How to Train Your Dragon a 9 out of 10. Unlike a lot of Disney remakes, this movie remained very true to its source material and stands out on its own. Mason Thames' Hiccup was pitch-perfect casting. He got all of Hiccup's mannerisms down. His awkwardness, his friendship with Toothless, and just the sequences where Hiccup rides Toothless all around the Isle of Burke.
The scenes where Hiccup rides Toothless are worth the price of admission alone. And it deserves to be seen on the big screen, whether it be the 2010 animated original, or the 2025 live action, 3D or IMAX. You know, you're in for a real treat.
And your thoughts?
Well, you know, I was just about ready to get to it, you silly old numbnut.
Da-da-da, I'm dead.
What am I gonna do with you? Anyways, How to Train Your Dragon is one of the best movies I've seen so far in 2025. By far, one of the best live action remakes. Though there are a few scenes that didn't make it into the movie where Hiccup sees that all dragons are not bad after the flight sequence, and then, of course, they missed out on the one particular line that David has said in this review, which is, da-da-da, we're dead. Mason didn't add that in, but, you know, it would have been funny to see it. And also, especially a part where Asteroid was telling Hiccup that he lost his friends, his family, his tribe. That was in the trailers, but not in the final cut. I mean, what's up with that? Okay, I'm done rambling about that, but let's get into the real deal here. This was by far one of my favorite movies I've seen so far in 2025. Best live action remake. Disney, you better want to take some notes, because this is how you do a live action remake. You keep the original stuff. You can add a few things here and there, but keep it original. Come on. But let me just say this. What are you doing sitting there in your bathrobe eating grapes? You need to go check out the live action How to Train Your Dragon. It is worth it.
This might just be one of my favorite movies of the year. It managed to capture the magic of the original, the spectacle of the flying sequences, and everything else in between. And I would love to see more live-action remakes from DreamWorks in the future, aside from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Just not Shrek, or Madagascar, or Kung Fu Panda, or Trolls.
You know, in my honest opinion, I don't think Shrek would look good in a live action. Well, maybe on Broadway, but not in a movie. But that's just me.
Out of their entire DreamWorks animation library, I'm glad they picked How to Train Your Dragon as their first live-action remake. And they brought back the director of the original. And it's clear that everything he touches, be it animation or live action, turns to gold.
If you haven't seen the live action How to Train Your Dragon, what are you doing? Go see it! Everything about it is exceptional and exceeds not only my expectations, but David as well.
With that said, stay tuned for my upcoming review of the Fantastic Four First Steps coming this month.
And don't forget to check out my channel for more videos coming your way, as I am starting to get back into the swing of things, making more videos for you all after what I possibly needed a break after certain things. If you haven't seen the update video, I explain kind of like what's been going on. So yeah. And don't forget to check out the rest of the Sonic and Sonic series on David's channel, like the upcoming Golden Eagles wedding and more. Until then, we'll see you all next time. Stay classy!